In this video, we're going to take a look at the creation of ethical walls. Now, there are two approaches you can take. In this first approach, we are going to block the entire firm from access to a particular profile group. And then what we're going to do is grant access to an individual. Start your Worldox Administrator program, which is located in the Worldox program folder on the network. Then go to Edit, Group Security. Now our focus will be on users and on ethical walls. And you can see at this point I do not have an ethical wall. So I'm going to create one which blocks the group everyone from having access to any files. Go to my primary profile group, select any value for client, any value for project, doc type, and author. Now since I'm blocking everyone at the top level client, it's not necessary that I block all the other fields. I just have gotten in the habit of completing that and entering that code in each of those fields. Click on OK. And then what you'll do is go to this middle section here, and you'll want to block the group everyone from access to that profile group. Okay, now what we want to do is grant access. So I'm going to go to the Add button, and I'm going to grant access to any client, any project, any doc type, any author, for a particular person. And I do that by clicking on this icon. It looks like a little green person. And I'm going to grant D. Robbins access. Click on the white plus symbol with the green background. So now D. Robbins, or Deb Robbins, has full access. Everyone else within the firm is blocked. Now the way to test your ethical wall is switch to the users function. And we're going to start by testing me, Todd Smola. Ethical walls is selected in the middle pane. On the right hand side, this is showing you the block. Now to test that you truly are blocked, go to Test, choose the profile group, and try to access something from the client's lookup table, and you'll see that there's nothing there. So I have in fact been blocked. Versus D. Robbins, if I select, ethical walls again is selected in the middle pane. You can see there is no block listed here, and you can test it by going to Core Docs, and you'll notice in the lookup table we have access to everything. So that's the first approach, where you're blocking everyone and granting access to specific individuals. The next approach, I'm going to clear out my existing ethical wall. The next approach would be to have everyone have access to something but block an individual. So I'm going to add an ethical wall where I'm blocking all the clients, projects, doc types, and authors. The group everyone has access, the top level, but a particular individual, in this case Deb Robbins, should not have access. So it's the white hyphen with the red background. Now to test, go back to your users section of the group security screen, and let's select Todd Smola, who should have access. You see there's no block. Now this is just telling you that there is an ethical wall in place, but let's test, and you can see I do have access. Deb Robbins, on the other hand, she is blocked. That's what this icon indicates. And if I go to try to access that profile group, go to the client table, you see nothing is visible. So two different approaches that you can take to applying a ethical wall within a profile group. This will conclude your introduction to the creation and application of ethical walls.